I got a patron request from Hayden to review the first Phineas and Ferb movie titled Across the Second Dimension. Originally aired in 2011, wait, really? Almost 9 years ago. Wow. Anyway, this had all the things I find enjoyable about Phineas and Ferb, along with some new twists to the formula. I think the television series is one of the funniest animated shows ever produced by Disney. Creators Dan Povenmire and Jeff Swampy Marsh, along with the rest of their team of writers, were able to inject the series with some brilliant running gags, and always found new and clever ways to show what ideas these two stepbrothers come up with. Throw in their secret agent Platypus, an evil scientist intent on taking over the tri-state area, and so many musical numbers, and it's no wonder it became one of Disney Channel's most endearing original series. The movie similarly had a lot of fun in its depiction of another dimension successfully overtaken by Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Povenmire and Marsh knew they had to go bigger with Across the Second Dimension and play around with the characters more than usual. Having Phineas and Ferb actually interact with Dr. Doofenshmirtz and find out Perry's secret identity was one way. The funniest lines do belong to Dr. Doofenshmirtz as he copes with meeting a more evil and successful version of himself. Their interplay is hilarious. I also laughed a lot at a sequence in which he tries to get into his apartment building. In the show itself, Phineas and Ferb did not spend that much time with Perry, as he often goes out on his missions. So seeing more of the bond between the characters is really nice here. I forgot how genuinely emotional Across the Second Dimension gets at a few points. Candace also gets her own arc, as she tries to figure out where her brother's creations disappear off to every day. The movie has fun with the alternate dimension versions of the characters. We get some funny bits out of Phineas and Ferb meeting versions of themselves that are less active, and alternate Candace with her own busting motivations and reasons for keeping her brothers safe also leads to some solid character building with the OG Candace. Unsurprisingly, given this is Phineas and Ferb, the songs are fantastic. Among the highlights are Everything's Better with Perry, a sweet ode to our favorite platypus, Summer, Where Do We Begin, which summarizes what makes summer a special time of year for the leads, Brand New Best Friend, a hilarious duet between the two Doofenshmirtzes, and Robot Ride, which plays over the big action climax. There's also the song Mysterious Force, which was fully animated but was cut from the movie. That's a shame, as not only is it a really catchy song, but it does develop Candace's arc, as it goes into her desperation at wanting to bust her brothers and her theory that the universe is against her. The movie is only 78 minutes long. Surely the Disney Channel could have spared 90 seconds of commercials. Across the Second Dimension becomes a bit more action-heavy in the third act, but there's still enough jokes and fun callbacks in between the fighting and action. I honestly think that, with maybe 5 to 10 minutes added to the runtime, this would have been good enough for a theatrical release. Across the Second Dimension did open in theaters in Spain and pulled in decent numbers. If Disney had given the movie a worldwide release in cinemas, I think it would have been a nice hit for Disney, especially since it was made right when Phineas and Ferb was at the peak of its popularity. There were plans for a big-screen Phineas and Ferb movie in the summer of 2013, but it was unfortunately put on hold after a regime change at Walt Disney Studios. The good news is Phineas and Ferb will be starring in a new movie for Disney Plus, titled Candace Against the Universe. As a Phineas and Ferb fan, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Between rewatching Across the Second Dimension and random episodes of the show on Disney Plus, I've been having a fun time revisiting the summertime hijinks of the citizens of Danville. It really is one of the smartest and funniest series produced by Disney Television Animation, and this movie is just another example of why it will continue to resonate for generations to come. Thank you for the request, Hayden.